You'll see, they come in and go out. So sweet.
How rude, Pete.
All right, licensing committee for Tuesday, March 12th. Roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Counsel Field,
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan,
Present.
Present Counsel Net, absent, Counsel Alonswood,
Present.
present, and Counsel Meji Madre,
Present.
present.
Everybody's here. Almost.
We have two tabled livery operators from February 27th. The first one is Tammy Baldini, 58 Washington Street, Peabody, Mass.
Baldini, are you here? Ms. Baldini? I do not see Ms. Baldini here. What is the wish of the committee? We have a motion to...
Motion to,
It's already been tabled. So we can't table it again.
Motion to
We
deny.
have a motion to deny from Councilor Hogan.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of denying, aye. Opposed?
Aye.
That motion, that license is denied for Ms. Baldini.
Okay, and the second livery operator is Jalami Garcia.
Mr. Garcia, or Ms. Garcia, I'm assuming, Jalame Garcia.
motion to table.
It's
Is
already
he
been
around?
tabled. It's already been tabled on the February
Been
27th.
tabled. Gotta say it, Coco.
deny.
This is the second time?
Yep.
It was
Motion to
already,
deny.
tabled, yeah.
Second.
We have a second. Any further discussion?
No.
Seeing none, all in favor to deny? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That license is also denied. Thank you.
And the rest of the licenses are all renewals.
Take them as a whole. What is the wish of the committee?
Council Field,
Yes, sir.
we do have a review in there.
Okay, we'll take the review separate.
All right.
Okay, that is also going to be reviewed in council,
Yeah, it's in the council meeting in 5:30, correct?
right?
Yeah, so we'll take it then.
Okay.
He's here now.
He's here now. It's got to be during council meeting. Attorney Lamanna, you want to clarify that that needs to be done, because it's already posted?
It is on the city council agenda, so it would be appropriate for the review to occur at that point.
Thank you. All right. Yep, he's got about a 40-minute wait.
Mr. Chair, are we reviewing all the renewals from the auto repair all the way to
No.
All the renewals
all renewals?
from
all the
class
way to
2 right through page 2
Page 2.
of signed license renewal.
All right.
Yep.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve all of them.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those are all granted, and we do have the discussion on during the full council meeting, Councilor Hogan, for that, the 6-month review for the special permit granted on September 12th with the stipulations for the auto repair on Oakville Street. So, apologize, but that's going to be about 40 minutes. Thank you. Any other business, Madam Clerk?
No new business.
No new business. What's the wish of the committee?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a
Second.
motion to adjourn, second, undebatable, right? All in favor, aye. Opposed, we're adjourned.
Hello, good evening. We are bringing the Veterans Committee meeting to order. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yep. Counsel McLean?
Present.
Present. Counsel Hogan? Counsel Hogan? Absent. Counsel Field?
Present, he's present.
Present. Present on Hogan, present for Field.
Present for Field.
Counsel LaPierre?
Present.
Present. And Counsel Meany?
Present.
Present.
Okay, so we have some very good news coming from EDIC today. I would like to call Mr. Jim Cowdell to the podium to give the good news.
Good afternoon, Madam Chairperson,
Good afternoon.
members of the Veterans Committee. I was here, I think it was 2 weeks ago,
That's right.
and I had reported that we bought the building March 30th. We started April 1st, no fooling, to try to get a lease done. It took that long, unfortunately, but the good news is we did sign the lease, 6-year lease, 3 years with 3-year renewal, so we're really psyched about that. I've been talking to Mike Sweeney, Councilor Meany, and others about, and yourself, of course, about, that was the priority we bought the building for that reason, right, to keep the clinic there. And so the priority was to get the lease signed, so we got that, so check that off. But now really what we want to talk about is what services aren't there that the veterans need? And so that is step 2. And so we'll just begin that process in the upcoming weeks and months, talking to folks that know these things. And I was talking to the Ward 1 Council before the meeting, perhaps taking an inventory of what other clinics throughout the state are offering for services, and are they being offered here? And so that will lead us to a meeting, hopefully with the VA folks, about these are the services that we would love to see here. How do we get that done? And whether that means some type of an expansion to the building, and we are willing to do that, we would do that. So it's kind of an exciting time. I don't know where it will lead us just yet. We're just starting, but I'm looking forward to this journey that hopefully, excuse me, will lead to more services for the veterans.
Mr. Cowdell, I would like to talk about outreach, though,
Okay.
right? I know that your veteran event brings in a lot of veterans. So I would like to see maybe something at that event that talks about the clinic so people can know that it's there. I think a lot of veterans aren't aware of the clinic, and a lot of veterans aren't aware of what's offered from the city for veterans. So I would like to just put that out there, that whatever we are doing as a city, we should make sure we're including the veterans, the DAV, or, any entity that we can invite to table at events. We should be trying to invite them so we can raise awareness.
I think that's awesome. One other thing we'd like to do is, now that we've signed the lease, we'd like to have some type of an event down there, and obviously you'll be part of that, and the council will. Just kind of celebrating the fact that the lease has been signed, there's a long-term commitment there. Invite Senators Warren and Markey, Congressman Moulton, obviously the mayor, EDIC, and the city council, and just kind of celebrate, and that will kind of put the spotlight on the Lynn VA Clinic. And so there's that. The fishing derby that you just mentioned is coming. It'll be here before you know it. We had over 40 vessels donated last year, which is, all the fuel is there's no charge to any veteran. It's free. Mike Sweeney will tell you we've already had our first committee meeting, and so boats are being identified, and anything we can do for veterans, we feel like that's the least we can do. So with your input, we will continue doing more and more.
Yeah, that's an awesome event, and I just do want to encourage the councilors to make sure you're giving this information to the community too, so that it can continue to be well attended. It was an awesome event that I got to attend last year, and Fred was there too. So
Did the chairperson catch a fish? I meant to ask you that 2 weeks ago.
I did not catch a fish, but my husband did. He caught plenty of fish. I just was. I don't know. I don't know why.
Took the rod from him.
It's always this summer.
That's right.
I don't know why, but yes, I enjoyed it. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Cotto?
I just had,
yeah.
Jim, a couple of thoughts.
Sure.
When you mentioned an event, perhaps we can extend an invitation to Secretary of Veteran Services, John Santiago, from Governor Haley's office as well, be a part of that at the state level. And the follow-up is more your role with EDIC with the rest of the building.
Yes.
What's the occupancy rate right now? What's available? I know we're envisioning services, one-stop shopping, so to speak, but what's the other tenant situations around that building?
Thank you, Counselor. And Secretary Santiago, I think that's a good idea. So it's 100% occupied, the building. Most of the tenants there have been there for a long time. Yeah, Dr. Zickman's still there. So most of the tenants have been there a long time. I refer to it as the medical building. There's a lot of doctors and dentists and so forth in there. So there's no vacancy, which, as you know, EDIC is in charge of economic development. Those businesses are very important to us. So right now, it's 100% occupied.
Great.
Anybody else for questions?
I would like to add,
Yeah.
sorry, after the last meeting, the Ward 1 counselor invited me to the Veterans Council meeting, and so I will definitely come to future ones that you invite me to. I think that that's awesome. So,
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Cardell.
okay, that's it.
Yeah, that is all.
Thank you.
I do want to say the Veterans Council had an awesome event. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. Sunday night. Yes, it was amazing. Well attended. I'm sure they raised some good funds for the memorial park that they want to create. Our Councilor Field was there. Councilor Madry was there. It was well attended. Yes. Also, Council Meany was there as well, and I was just excited to see so much support for the veterans. And we do have Mike Sweeney in the audience. Mike, were you expecting to say something? You're all set? All right. All right, can we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
I'd like to call to order Public Property and Parks Committee. Roll call, please.
Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present. Counsel LaPierre?
Present.
Present. Counsel Net? Present. Counsel Matul?
Present.
Present. And Counsel Alanson?
Present.
All right, first thing on the agenda, would you like to read that?
Sure. Discussion, a request from EDIC Director James Cowdell to request the use of the foyer for Harvard graduate students who are working on a project envisioning a climate-ready future in Lynn. They want to set up a table and perform outreach to the community on Tuesday, March 19th, 2024, from 4 to 6 p.m.
Question, Madam Chair.
Sure.
Is there any representative from this group that are here?
Mr. Cadell just left. I think he had a meeting. But this is a program I know he's been working on, and they're just doing it just 4 to 6. It's just for 2 hours in the foyer, and do you want me to see if we can get him? Is this something?
Oh, no, no, I'm just curious about the outreach part. If they're going out to the community, I mean.
No, I
what-
think they're doing a table in the foyer downstairs.
Okay, because it's stated here, set up a table and perform outreach to the community on Tuesday. So I just want to make sure what kind of outreach, so we could help facilitate and disseminate information.
Yeah, when I spoke to him last, it was just a table they were setting up in the foyer. They might have done some outreach on their own for the Harvard program, and then they'll just do their information here.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I don't have to vote on that, right? Okay. And next on the agenda?
We have a request from the Veterans Director to use the foyer on Friday, March 29th, 2024, at 11 a.m. to host a Vietnam Veterans Day ceremony.
Mike, would you like to come up and speak?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah, we were asking to use the foyer at 11 a.m. we needed time to set up, probably from about 9 a.m. on. March 29th is considered Vietnam Veterans Day. March 29th, 1973 was the day the United States Military Assistance Command in Vietnam was disestablished, as they call it, as the last day combat troops were in Vietnam. We mark it every year. It's going to be an incredible event. I hope people come down. Again, all Vietnam veterans and their families and all veterans in the community are invited, so please, it'll be a great event.
All right, thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
Just one question on that, Mike, is City Hall open that day? I do believe it's Good Friday, so I didn't know if it was closed or open. It's open to the,
It's open to the public on that day.
open to the public.
It's open to the
City Hall's
public,
open.
it's open to the public on that day. That we've had that issue in the past, but City Hall is open to the public on Good Friday.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have any other questions? What's the wish of the council?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And third on the agenda?
We have a request from Irini Camarinos from the Health Department requesting use of the foyer on Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024, from 2 to 5 p.m. to host a public health event and to invite organizations in the city of Lynn to set up tables. They will be playing music and possibly have an MC.
All right. Irene, would you like to come up and speak regarding this?
Hello, thank you. My name is Irene Camarinos. I'm the epidemiologist in the Public Health Division. And this request put before you is for Public Health Week. One of the events that we would like to host would be in the foyer to invite organizations in the city to set up tables and to invite the community and to see what they have to offer. We do plan on having an MC, as mentioned. We confirmed today, and then play music and just create an open and inviting space as part of our activities for the week.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Rini, a
Yes.
quick question. So you're having music the whole time, considering this is also a work day for City Hall. Is the music between the times of 2 to 5? And would it disrupt some of the immediate offices within the foyer?
So we will,
That's my concern.
yes, absolutely. We will take that into consideration and hopefully have the music on low or not even at all, and mostly focus on the MC who will be kind of facilitating the event. But if there are still remaining concerns, we can certainly amend.
Don't get me wrong, I love parties, I love celebration, but just be mindful of that as well.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
It almost sounds like it's more of a background music. You'll hear it in the background, so people can go from booth to booth, because they'll be able to communicate. So it's more of a soft music in the background.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have a question. Could you reiterate the date and time of this?
Yes, it is Tuesday, April 2nd. It's from 2:30 to 4:30, but we are giving half an hour before and after for setup and breakdown of tables for the participants.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions? All right. What's the wish of the council?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's one more, right? Is that it?
Just the three. Yep.
Okay. What's the wish of the council?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
On the first financial transfer, strike the word.
Anything, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ways and Means Committee meeting. Madam Clerk, please roll call.
Counsel Net?
Present.
Present Counsel Hogan?
Present.
Present Counsel Chakutis?
Present.
Present Counsel Walsh?
Present.
Present Counsel Field?
Present.
Could you please read the transfer?
We have $150 from parking expense to the parking department for a prior year bill.
Motion approved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$55,000 from reserve to the DPW to fund the fire department line item for vehicle upkeep.
Motion approved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net? Yes,
Yes.
Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$125,000 from reserve to the parking to fund operations and efficiency not in the FY24 budget.
Motion approved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
Certified funds, please.
We have $100,000 to the school department for the FC 586 FY24 Early Literacy Screening K through 3 grant program.
What's the wish committee?
Motion approved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field?
Yes.
$27,500 to the school department for the FC 598 FY24 MyCap grant program.
Motion approved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
$14,400 to the school department for the FC 652 FY24 Afghan refugee grant program.
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
$540,000 to community development for recent amendment to the Mass Works grant.
Roll, what's the Waste Committee?
Motion approved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
$20,000 to the Health Department for the Lynn Food Policy Council.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
$34,260 to the Disability Commission for the FY24 Municipal ADA Improvement Grant.
What's the Waste Committee?
Motion approved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
Orders, please.
We have ordered that pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A and 53A and a half of the City of Lynn, hereby accepts a gift from Obtech Services LLC for labor and materials to improve the Barkland Ave Dog Park.
I'd like to make a motion to approve with an amendment. Please strike the words "and materials" from the order.
Okay. And also, Councillor Pete.
Yes.
Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Chairman Net. I just wanted to put on the record that I want to personally thank Dan Gates and Obtech Services for donating their labor and materials to redo this dog park. Two areas specifically, I had a constituent reach out to me. She's really concerned about redoing the water fountains and ensuring that there is enforcement as far as the registration and tags for the animals. With that being said, I am very enthusiastic about this project, and I look forward to seeing it through to conclusion. Thank you.
That's great. Any other comments? Okay.
It's only labor, right?
Yeah, just to clarify, it's just for labor. The materials are going to be purchased through the ARPA funding that we had already approved for that location. So OBTEC is donating the labor part. Right now, the DPW is currently undergoing bids for the materials.
Okay.
And that's already been approved through ARPA funding in past meetings. So that's why I asked for the amendment for striking the "and materials" listed in the order.
So
I'll second the motion with the amendment.
Okay, so a roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Yes.
Next orders, please.
Okay, and the last one is order that His Honor the Mayor is hereby authorized to submit an application to the Massachusetts Historical Commission, Massachusetts Preservation Projects Fund to effectuate repairs and renovations to the Rhodes Chapel at the Pine Grove Cemetery.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, Counsel Field.
Present.
Present.
So, Commissioner Spencer, no emergency? Okay. All right, so what is, okay, any new business? No?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
That's why I have more.
No, cool, huh?
I'd like to call the Tuesday, March 12th, 2024 council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Counselor Alanson?
Present.
Present Counselor Chakutis?
Present.
Present Counselor Field?
Present.
Present Counselor Hogan?
Present.
Present Counselor LaPierre?
Present.
Present Counselor Matul?
Present.
Present Counselor McLean? Present. Present Counselor Meany?
Present.
Present Counselor Meji Madre?
Present.
Present Counselor Net?
Present.
Present Counselor Walsh?
Present. Would we all rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance?
President, can we remember the Lamoth family? Moment of silence.
A moment of silence for the Nalu Franklin family, please.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Communications. So, we've had a resignation from the Water and Sewer appointment. William Trahant, who was the council appointment in the Water and Sewer Commission, is looking to come off. So I would entertain a motion to appoint Mr. Rich Colucci to the Water and Sewer Commission.
Motion to appoint Mr. Richard Colucci.
We have a
to the Water and
motion.
Sewer Commission.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. Discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Alanson?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Richard C. Colucci.
Counselor Hogan?
Richard C. Colucci.
Counselor LaPierre?
Richard C. Colucci.
Counselor Matul?
Richard C. Colucci.
Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meji Madre?
Richard C. Colucci.
Counselor Net?
Richard Colucci.
And Counselor Walsh?
Richard Colucci. I think he may
He's
be
here,
here
Mr.
tonight. Would you want to come on up to the podium, say a couple of things? Nice to have you back.
I want to thank you for the unanimous support. I won't let you guys down. I'll be there for you and the Water Commission and ratepayers, and you got my numbers if you need me, so you guys, all the best to you, and be cool.
All right, thanks, Rich. Congratulations. All right. Do you have any other communications?
We have a council appointment to the Lynn Human Rights Commission, Emmanuel Villegas Encarnacion, 3 High Cliff Terrace in Lynn.
It's the wish of the council.
A motion to approve.
Do we have a motion to approve? Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Can we have discussion, Mr.
Go
President?
right ahead.
Thank you. Just to enter for the record, for future reference, we get in our packet, it's just a brief description about an individual so we know who the person is. I tried to Google this individual. I could not find anything about him. So it will be helpful for us to have like, at least a background about the individual before we vote.
Councilor McLean.
I believe this is the gentleman from the place over here. He's the captain at Salvation Army. Is that who this is?
I believe it is, yes.
Yes, it is, I
Yep.
think.
Then that would be helpful if there's.
Duly noted, duly noted. Councilor
Thank
Meany.
you.
Yes, thanks. Given the uncertainty of who this person may or may not be, would it be possible to table this till next time?
I think we're trying to get people on the board so they can actively take on some cases, so I would think that it'd be best to try to fill the role on it.
Fair
But for
enough.
future cases, duly noted to get some
Yeah,
information
just
on them.
put that
That's
down.
fine. Yep.
Good point.
There's a motion to approve that's been
Yeah,
seconded.
so we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Alanson?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Mr. Encarnacion.
Yes. Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor LaPierre?
Emmanuel Encarnacion.
Counselor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meany?
No.
Counselor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Net?
Encarnacion.
And Counselor Walsh?
Cassian. All right. Public hearings.
Okay, we have a public hearing continued from February 27th. Petition of Dania Rosa, manager of 82 Fayette Street LLC, to erect an apartment house in a business district with 4 floors, 8 units, and 16 parking spaces at 82 Fayette Street.
So the wish, I'm sorry.
Anyone who wants to speak in favor? Come on up to the podium, give us your name and your address for the record, please.
Thank you. Jeff Drago, with a business address of 11 Beacon Street. I'm the attorney for for Danair Rosa, and with me I have Nick Landry as well, who's the architect on the project. We are here to speak and answer any questions that the council may have today. This, as was mentioned, is a proposal to clean and reinvigorate a particular site at 82 Fayette Street. Right now, there's an uninhabitable building that's sitting there that's empty, and the proposal before the council is for a special permit for use. We've made this project zoning compliant in every other respect, and was passed back on November 30th by the Site Plan Review Committee at Lynn City Hall. This project would create 8 residential condominium units, one of which would be an affordable unit per the regulations, with 16 parking spaces on site. This does fall in a business district, although it abuts a residential district, and that is the reason for, because it is in a business district, for the special permit for just the use. All of the other areas would be zoning compliant. We did have a chance to meet with our district city councilor, Matul, and answered all the questions that he had as well, hopefully. And so we are seeking that relief. Nick can answer any questions in regards to the architecture of the building. And so with that, I would pause to answer any questions and go on record.
We'll do the public hearing, and if the councils have questions, then we'll ask them afterwards. So have a seat. And
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can we get copies of what?
Yes, we have. Can we get
Yeah, you want to grab the copies from them? They're going to give copies, yeah.
Calvin Anderson, 12 Concord
Are
Street.
you speaking in favor, Calvin?
What's up, please?
Speaking in favor?
Anyway.
Are you speaking in favor?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right.
I guess I'm in favor with a stipulation or two to ask a question through the chair. How's that? So I rode by, or I did a search on this, and it looks like there used to be another structure there, because the little dilapidated, forlorn structure that's there now looks like it's part of a much bigger, there's actually rudiments of a concrete frame around it. So I was hoping to make sure that whatever was there was in sort of in the same scale and roof line and architecture, but I just saw the renderings here, and it looks pretty good with a mansard roof. And here's the important part: there's garages to effectively take some cars off the street. So I guess I'm in favor.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone in favor? Seeing on that part of the hearing is closed. Anybody want to speak in opposition? Anyone want to speak in opposition? Anybody in opposition? Seeing on that part of the hearing is closed. What's the wish of the council? Councilor Matul.
Mr. President, this project has been years in the making. After multiple neighborhood meetings along with Councilors Allenson and Councilor Starbird, this project went from being a 16-unit, 5-story high building with almost no parking to what has been proposed today. What is being presented today has been recommended by councilors and neighbors during previous neighborhood meetings that have taken place in the neighborhood itself. A fully fenced building that will fit in perfectly in height with surrounding buildings. It is proposed to be a 4-floor building with 8 units, 2 one-bedroom, 4 two-bedroom, and 2 three-bedroom units, with 1 affordable unit. Along with it, it will have 16 off-street parking spots to alleviate street parking. It will also have a locked bike area and closed garage. The building will have an on-site building administrator. After meeting with city planner, Councilor Starbird, Councilor Allenson, and various neighbors, and including representatives from the developer, I would like to ask the council that we approve this project with the condition that they submit a construction management plan in coordination with the Inspectional Services Department and the Fire Department, as we have one of the most active fire stations down the street from them. Per our conversation with the developers, I would also like to remind them that construction materials must not be stored off-site on sidewalk or street, and they will take every precaution to not create traffic jams unless it's during a delivery of construction material.
All right, so we have a motion with the
Second.
stipulations. We have a second. Any discussion on this?
Mr. President,
Council Arlington.
I would like to echo Councilor Matul's comment and observation. I was there with Councilor Starbird, and I was part of the early planning for this. What a big difference from the previous designs. The ward across the street from this project is Ward 3, so of course there's a lot of concerns from my constituents about parking and the number of units. So thank you, Councilor Matul, for actually pushing for this, because this is a way big difference from the last time.
All right. So we have a motion, second, any other discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Arlington?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes. And Counselor Walsh?
Yes, so motion approved. I just want, Councilor Batul, good job. This is, I know it's kind of a new one, and it was the first one you went through, you did a good job here. It's a testament there isn't anybody here speaking in opposition, and to the developer, listening to, your guidance with the people. Good job on that.
I appreciate it.
All right. Next public hearing.
Okay, we have a 6-month review special permit that was granted on September 12, 2023, with stipulations. Petition of Robert C. Dwyer for an auto repair and flammable license for the repair and maintenance of company vehicles and small equipment along with office space included at 106 Oakville Street.
Just to clarify, this isn't a public hearing, it's under public hearings on the agenda?
Just a review, right?
It's just a review.
sorry.
It's not a public hearing. Okay, I just want to be clear. It's not, what is the wish of the council on the 6-month review, Councilor Hogan?
Yes, this business came in 6 months ago, and I've reviewed and went over there many times. They're doing a great job in the area, and I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
So we have a motion, second, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counselor Walsh?
Yes. Public hearings to be set down.
We have the petition of the Lynn Fireworks Fund for Fiesta Shows to hold a carnival in the open lot between Federal and Center Street behind the Western Ave Firehouse from June 19th to the 23rd, 2024. Setup and inspections will be on June 17th and 18th. Hours of operation will be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5 p.m. to 10:30, and Saturday and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 10:30. We also have another petition of Lynn Fireworks Fund for Fiesta Shows to hold a carnival in the open lot between Federal and Center Street behind the Western Ave Fire Station from August 7th to 11th on 2024. The setup and inspections will be on August 5th and 6th. Hours of operation will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. We have a petition of Comcast to begin at the manhole on Sutton Street to place conduit to provide service to 139 Central Ave. And finally, another petition of Comcast beginning at the existing Comcast vault at 374 Washington Street to place conduit to the rear of 122 Liberty Street.
It's the wish of the council.
Motion to set them down.
Motion to set them down. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, set them down. All right. Committees, licensing, Councilor Field.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a unanimous vote by the licensing committee. I make a motion to approve.
A motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carries. Veterans, Councilor McLean.
I would just like to thank again James Cowdell and EDIC, also our veterans rep, Mike Sweeney, and also Mass Senior Action, and all of the counselors that had everything to do with the Veterans Clinic staying. And congratulations to veterans, and let's do outreach to make sure our veterans know that that clinic is there and all the resources that are available to them.
So just for record, because some people may not have heard, they signed the lease with...
The lease has been signed, I believe he said, for the next 3 years.
3 years.
So that's to keep veteran service...
To keep the veteran servants in Lynn,
Right.
yes.
Good job to everybody that worked on that, because that was ridiculous that they were going to take it out of here.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, and the community came together for it, so I'm happy that it's going to stay for the veterans.
Great. Anything else from the Veterans Committee?
That is all.
That is all. All right. Public property, Councilor Jacutis.
Unanimous vote of the committee, motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, carries. Ways and Means, Councilor Net.
Yes, Mr. President, all unanimous vote of the committee, I make a motion to approve. Thank you.
We have a motion approved. Second, would the clerk read the items in?
Okay, we have certified funds. $100,000 to the school department for the FC 586 FY24 Early Literacy Screening K through 3 grant program. $27,500 to the school department for the FC 598 FY24 MyCap grant program. $14,400 to the school department for the FC 652 FY24 Afghan refugee grant program. $540,000 to community development for recent amendment to the Mass Works grant. $20,000 to the health department for the Lynn Food Policy Council. $34,260 to the Disability Commission for the FY24 Municipal ADA Improvement Grant. And we have 2 orders. Ordered that pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A and 53A and a half, the City of Lynn hereby accepts a gift from Obtech Services for labor to improve the Parkland Avenue Dog Park. And ordered that His Honor the Mayor is hereby authorized to submit an application to the Massachusetts Historical Commission Massachusetts Preservation Project Fund to effectuate repairs and renovations to the Rhodes Chapel at the Pine Grove Cemetery.
So what is the wish of the council? A motion? We have a
Motion
second?
approved.
Any discussion on that? Roll call.
Counsel Armstrong?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Field?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Hogan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Matul?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel McLean?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Meany?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Meji Madre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes. Councilor Net, is that any other?
There's no emergency. That's all. Thank you.
All right, great. We got any old business from anybody? Any new business? I just want to say good job to Councilor Meany and Field. I know you guys were working on the dog park for a little while and got the PAPA money, and it's been a thing going on, so thank you for doing that and working with them, so, and it's the wish of the council.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor? Aye.
No one stole it from you.
That is.
So once we have those bookends, then we move to kind of what's going to be that messy middle, because there's going to be a lot of iteration in the middle. There's going to be a lot of initiatives and priorities that seem really exciting, and we cannot do all things well. So we're going to have to narrow to some high leverage drivers of impact, and that's what we have in the middle there. So we're going to first define where we are today. We're going to skip over and define where we want to go. And then we're going to come back and define the work that will bridge those two. And we're going to do that over 23 weeks, which sounds like a lot when you say the number, but it will feel like tomorrow before we all know it. We're currently in phase 1, and we will be in that phase until about mid-April. And the phase 1 is all about understanding the current state and fleshing that out and making sure we all have an understanding of where the district is starting. As we think about this process and about phase 1 in particular, stakeholder engagement is incredibly important. It's one of the most important inputs to the entire process, but to phase 1 in particular. We really want to see the district through the eyes of the district stakeholders. Certainly, we have lenses through our prior work in urban districts, in charter systems, and in schools, but we know that there are no greater experts on Lynn Public Schools than the folks who live it every day. And so we ground our work in stakeholder engagement. When we do that, our equity commitments that we have adopted in Bellwether are incredibly important. And so as you look at those equity commitments, you see things like sharing power. And that's really important. We understand that in all communities, there are individuals and parts of communities who are used to having power, who are used to having agency, who are used to having their voice influence decisions. And we want to make sure in our work that we're hearing from those folks, but that we're also incredibly intentionally reaching out to folks who don't have that level of agency. and who sometimes represent the communities who need the district the most. And so we really want to hear from them, their experiences and their needs, and make sure that it's a part of the process. That stakeholder engagement is also cyclical. It's not one time. So we want to hear from stakeholders. We want to come back as a leadership team, as a bellwether team, and we want to synthesize what we heard, and we want to create options in response. And then we want to take those options back to stakeholders and the community and say, did we hear you right? And is what we're crafting and drafting, does that respond well to what you were trying to tell us your needs are? And so it's a cycle of kind of stakeholder engagement where we go broad, we come back into a small group, and then we go back broad again. And so you will see that kind of stakeholder engagement and input as a part of the plan that is ultimately crafted and created. There are a few groups that we will engage on a recurring basis throughout this project. The first group are a set of project leads. You see them listed there on the slide. We are really grateful for the input and time of these individuals. They are meeting with us weekly. We give them things to do in between, like reach out to stakeholders and help us to have access to school visits. And so we really are appreciative of their time and their insights and engagement in the process. We also have a steering committee that we kicked off with today, and that steering committee is made up of folks from central office, individuals from our schools, and also community partners as well. We had a chance to spend a couple of hours with that group today, and they shared a lot of really helpful insights about the current state of the district. And so we look forward to continuing to engage them at multiple points throughout this process. And then finally, you, the school committee, understanding your priorities and making sure that your strategic oversight is well aligned with the superintendent's strategic plan and priorities is incredibly important to us as well. And so we look forward to opportunities to engage you and to get your insights about what you would like to see in the strategic plan as well. As I mentioned, today we began engaging stakeholders with the steering committee kickoff. Today and then also tomorrow, our team will be in schools, and that gave us the opportunity to observe classrooms. We have had principal interviews, teacher focus groups, student focus groups. We'll have at least one family focus group tomorrow. And these conversations will continue once we leave the district. We'll continue to have these remotely, but we thought it was really important to have the kickoff in person and to begin to have some of these conversations in person and build relationships. What you see on this slide is Bellwether's district and school health assessment. It has a number of components, things like academic program, district and school culture, finance, strategic planning, and this will really ground and anchor our current state assessment as we look to kind of look at the district's current practices, your data, your outcomes against a number of these dimensions and components. And so over the next 6 weeks, we will continue to focus on that current state assessment. We look forward to sharing back with the steering committee our findings, and certainly look forward to an opportunity to share those with the school committee as well. That was a lot. I talked quickly, I realize. Welcome any questions or reactions to this process and our approach that you might have.
Member Satterwhite.